Okay, my voice is at 80%, so we're going to record this program. Full send. This is how we are. I'm pretty excited. Jamal's here. If you don't know Jamal shot both seasons of the TV show Writer's Island. I was doing the math. I think he's actually sat through like 60 hours of channeling sessions with me. So if there's anybody who actually knows my work better, it's Jamal. And he came with a 2-day notice. I literally messaged him 2 days ago. He's here at this Airbnb.
Okay, so just wrapped up with Keira and we filmed 12 courses in one day. So yeah, I am here in Boise, Idaho, filming for Keira and her publishing house called JOA Publishing. And we're filming courses here. My name is Jamal Lawson. I own a video production company in Las Vegas and I travel for work. So if you want to hire me, shoot me an email at jamal@creative-gene.com and we can talk about what project you have. What it was like filming 12 courses in one day, it was honestly long. It was a lot of work, especially for Keira's end. She was sick and she powered through it. Honestly, she's a trooper and she deserves all the flowers. And she really pulled through for the authors that she serves. And she's really about to serve the entire world with what she's about to put out. So, all right. So, how you feeling?
We did it. This was the hardest thing I've ever done. My voice is my superpower, and I have like 50% voice. So I feel like this was so hard, and we did it. We did it. We just built one of the best courses of all time for authors. I don't think this course has ever been built for authors. And it's going to be a great story one day. But Jamal deserves 10 stars, and so do I. And you're going to love this program.
There you go. Honestly, it's incredible working with her. She called me last minute to come out to Boise to film. We actually originally were supposed to do some filming at the start of 2026 in Q1, but we got started a little bit early, prematurely. So, I was up for it and, made time to come out and film with her during Christmas week. And honestly, like, it was a pleasure. It's always a pleasure working with Keira. But yeah, it was pretty easy in terms of the setup. The actual setup, the location was in the Airbnb, and we had an incredible space to work with. Check out what's downstairs. This is the garage. They turned it into a game room. Sick. Now we're upstairs. This is the bathroom, master bathroom, and closet, and the bedroom. Right next to a fireplace. We didn't get to use the fireplace, but I'm using the fireplace for this YouTube video that I'm about to post. So it's just a great space in here. There's a book shelf in there with books in the space that we use. So I decided to make an executive decision and set up in there. And we filmed in there the entire day. Keira liked the space and she was willing to work with it. So honestly, it was a good decision to set up in there because it's authors that she's working with, so there's books in there, so you get the visual motif there. So yeah, just being able to set up in there was really easy. I had 3 light tubes that I brought with me, and a long case, and I also had a C-stand. Only packed 1 C-stand in there so I can have some kind of overhead lighting to make it feel as natural as possible, and also bring the lighting closer to fill in the talent, Keira. So fill in that lighting to make it look as natural as possible. And currently I have two tube lights set up for myself in this video right here. So I got one right here and I got one a little bit slightly above. So um, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a reflection from this tube light. So I probably could have done a little bit better with raising it up. Maybe that's this one. I don't know. Oh, it is this one. And I actually had all morning to set up, so it wasn't that bad of a turnaround time for trying to get everything set up within the space that we had. Um, and yeah, it's pretty easy, honestly, in terms of the setup. Yeah, the hardest part was just for Kira, and just sitting through all the courses that she had, and I didn't know what to anticipate. So obviously, she was mindful of working with me and understanding that it was definitely something that was kind of unplanned, but she had everything laid out for what she needed in terms of filming and the information that she wanted to share within the courses. So it was it was honestly not as bad as I thought it would be, but yeah, it was. I'm very flexible, so it was honestly not a problem for me. Yeah, this is probably like my fourth time, I think now, in Boise, Idaho. Actually, previously worked for a dance company that I did cam out stuff for, and their headquarters was here, and I did some training out here. I've also done an iris photography tour, so I was taking pictures of people's eyes, and that was set up in a hotel downtown Boise. Yeah, so it's good to be back. Doing some more work here. I like Boise. It's pretty. It's nice. It's beautiful. It's calm. It has character. So yeah, I'm still working in Vegas and still traveling for work. So I don't mind doing what I'm doing. Bringing my camera on a plane, and all those logistics were pretty interesting to say the least, to try to get all the gear that I needed. But I pretty much have hard cases for all the stuff that I need. I think I will buy a hard case that is a little bit taller and bigger to fit in my tube lights. All right, so TSA inspected this piece of luggage here. It's my check bag, and it has my C-stand, also my tube lights. I had that turned on. I bought 3 instead of all 4. I'd rather have not had that damaged, or at least have all 4 damaged. So I have a spare one back at home, just in case. So, along with C-stands, a couple, maybe 2 more C-stands, and my tripods. So I would like to fit all that in one case and not have to lug around multiple cases or multiple bags with me. I would just like to have everything in one space, most things in one space. Obviously, you want to separate some things while you're traveling, but and it keeps it from moving around and all that. And yeah, it was just being able to have something a little bit more convenient when it comes to traveling, luggage wise, would be helpful. Also have some media passes coming in, so hopefully that can help me either get my check bags waived, or get a reduced pricing on the uh, camera gear that I'm bringing with me on flights. So hopefully that'll be helpful, and also hopefully it's helpful because I'll be doing some international traveling uh, in March. So hopefully that will help me. Hopefully it'll be an easier time when it comes to like going through customs and traveling with camera gear. So, but yeah, if you have any experiences traveling yourself, what are some like good travel tips that I could potentially learn from? Or even if you have some good setup ideas in terms of lighting and what to look out for, feel free to leave that in the comments, and I will respond and be grateful for your input because I'm always willing to learn. But yeah, I'll be flying back tomorrow, so yeah, I'm probably gonna go and get something to eat, and then try to wake up early in the morning to get my morning run in. I haven't ran in a couple of days, so yeah.